edition of Written Talk with Lars. November. We are in the 11th month of the year. Oh my God. Christmas is around the corner. December is around the corner. Christmas holiday. Oh, I can't wait. All right, let me cut all that. Like I said, I welcome you to the November edition of Written Talk with Lars. I am your girl and I remain your girl, Omolareni, known as Yeye Lars. And I always say thank you for always joining on this monthly edition of sharing life issues, experiences, talking to each other, encouraging each other. I say this often that there will always be someone out there that needs to pick one or two words of encouragement or even word of courage to give confidence to those who have lost their confidence due to life issues. Your opinion also counts, so don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section, or you can send an email to RttwithLars@gmail.com. Thank you once again for joining. And this time around, what are we talking about? We will be talking about experience of struggling with depression and the journey of overcoming it. I'm going to try as much as possible to rush it. You asked and I'm here for you to share. Depression is not a place anyone should have to endure or be. But unfortunately, life brings challenges that impact people differently. Some manage this well, while others find themselves being overwhelmed, leading to depression. I went through a period of depression for a few years and I came out of it. And it's truly not somewhere you want anyone to be. Slipping into depression can happen almost without realizing it to anybody. But finding a way out of it is difficult, especially when denial is part of the struggle. When you are still denying yourself that, oh, I'm not depressed, I'm not. No. When denial is part of the struggle, then it becomes so difficult to even get out of depression. Struggling with depression is a deeply challenging experience that impacts a person's mind, body, and life as a whole. Unlike occasional sadness or feeling blue, depression is a complex mental health condition that goes beyond mood and can alter how someone thinks, feels, and even function daily. It's often marked by a feeling of intense sadness, hopelessness, and worthlessness. And it can even make basic tasks feel overwhelming. For those who have gone through it, you understand what I'm talking about. But for those who are affected, the struggle with depression is real. And understanding its depth and the path towards recovery is important and critical. It's critical, it's important. You see, understanding depression itself is far more than an emotional reaction. It's a condition that can impact you physically, mentally, and emotionally. It can stem from a range of causes, different causes. It could be genetic, it could be trauma, it could be life circumstances, and even biochemical imbalances, hormone imbalances and all that. There are different types of depression. We have major depressive disorder, persistent depressive disorder, bipolar disorder, seasonal affective disorder. You see, each type of it has its own unique challenges, but they all share common symptoms. Like what? Fatigue, disrupted sleep, loss of interest in what you previously enjoyed, and changes in appetite for some. You might want to ask or check yourself that, I feel all these symptoms sometimes. Feeling all the symptoms that I counted, one of is not depression. But when you constantly, you're in such state constantly, then you need help, and real quick, because depression is deadly. You won't even know it. Depression is deadly. It has killed many. And you just need to seek help. You need to find help. Let's talk about the emotional toll of depression. One of the defining attributes of depression is a persistent feeling of sadness, which may be accompanied by guilt or anger or frustration. Most times you feel stuck in a cycle of negative thoughts, questioning yourself, questioning your worth, worrying about what the future holds for you. You may even lose interest in fact, you lose interest in things you once enjoy. You begin to isolate yourself from families and friends. These feelings can really be exhausting, compounding the sense of loneliness that frequently accompanies depression. That one is a sure banker. The feeling of loneliness, it works hand in hand with depression. That is when you see that some people looking for shortcut because they are lonely, they just want to get out of it, and they engage themselves in different things, alcohol, drugs, things that are unspeakable of. I tell them this will only contribute more to it, because by the time those influence cleared up from your eyes, from your face, from whatever, you are back to square one. You are back to your problem. You are picking up your problem once again. So all those influence is not, what you should even go into when you are depressed or you find yourself in a depression state. There are physical symptoms and impact on daily life. Yes, the effects of depression are not solely emotional. Physically, depression can manifest through fatigue, pains, which you have no clear medical causes for or direct result of condition. Sleep disturbance are one of the most common that people struggle with. Insomnia, I struggle with it, while others sleep excessively without even feeling rested, always looking tired, even when they have slept for like 20 hours. Some people will just keep sleeping, and they wake up and still look tired. When you sleep, you are supposed to feel rested, and when you wake up fresh. But no, that is another physical, symptom of depression. When you keep sleeping and you are waking up tired, then you need to watch it. Another physical symptom, which is appetite and weight changes. These are also typical, as some find themselves overeating or no comfort, while others lose interest in food altogether. This can even make it even harder, or in daily life, you're creating yourself, making you feel like inability to perform normal tasks, feeling of inadequacy. You lose interest in things you like to do, what makes you feel bubble. You keep eating and eating. Some don't even want to eat, they just lose appetite. Those are parts of the physical symptoms of depression. The struggle with depression can destroy your relationship. When I say relationship, I mean family, friends. Someone with depression, they feel lonely because they withdraw from loved ones, they cancel plans, and even struggle to communicate what they are going through because they don't even understand themselves. This sometimes make others around them feel, misunderstood their behavior. When they don't understand you, then how are they going to help you? Unfortunately, this isolation can it make the depression parts worse, except you try and come out of that by owning up and not living in depression. Hey, I need help. Because sometimes people who are depressed still live in denial. No, I'm not depressed. I don't need help. No, you need help. Living in denial is part of it. When you're depressed or experience the above symptoms, you must try as much as possible to overcome it. Don't think it's a stigma or whatever. It's not a stigma. So you need to seek help and seek fast. One of the biggest problems to seeking help is the stigma surrounding depression. Many people mistakenly believe that depression is a sign of weakness. It is not. Or something that they should snap out of, which is absolutely wrong. You see, the misconception creates a barrier to treatment, making you suffer even in silence while others even die in it. You must consciously break this stigma. Depression is a recognized medical condition that requires attention and care. Just like any other physical illness, malaria, cold, your mental health matters here. Seek help. Let people know what you're going through. Just like when you're sick, you let people know, oh, I'm not feeling fine, go to doctor. When did you find yourself in this depressing mood and you can't help yourself, please, you might want to ask for the right treatment option for depression. Number one is you just have to step out to seek for help. What are the effective treatment that I applied when I was struggling with depression? Although the path of finding the right treatment can vary, which includes therapy. Therapy means, of course, you seek help. It helps you understand and change patterns of thought that contributes to the depression. Medication is also there, like antidepressant. This can also be effective for some, though I don't encourage it, but especially when it's combined with therapy, it's okay. For severe cases, doctors, they have their own terms and how they go about it, and they recommend it medically. Additionally, lifestyle changes include regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and practice like mindfulness meditation. Affirmation have been shown to complement traditional treatments and improve symptoms. I soak myself in affirmation. It helps me a lot. Affirmation. When I wake up, before I step out, standing in front of mirror, it helps me and help me really heal fast. Others is self-care and coping strategy, which you can also adopt, which works wonder for me when I was in that state. Affirmation, self-care, exercise. In managing depression, it requires patience and self-care, honestly. For many, setting small, achievable goals like getting out of bed at the same time each day or taking a short walk can help. And when you do that consistently, celebrate it. Mindfulness practice, journaling, creating a way to process your emotion, reaching out to friends who they can support you, support group, those who you think can understand the experience of depression, or at least someone you can speak to. They might not even understand what depression is. Remember, depression is tough, and it's okay to seek help. Treat yourself with patience. Prioritize self-care and take things one day at a time. Avoid setting unrealistic expectations. Healing takes time, so avoid pressurizing yourself to feel normal immediately. Set small, manageable goals to celebrate small steps forward. Oh, I want to wake up by 8 o'clock. You're able to do that. Celebrate that, not the one that you sleep the whole day. Remember, part of it, depression symptom is oversleeping for some. I like to say supporting someone with depression, it's a very good gesture. If a loved one is struggling with depression, for those you might have noticed around you, please, if you notice somebody looks like it's depressed or somebody is actually depressed, you will see the symptoms there. Do not judge them. Do not be judgmental. They didn't just get there. They didn't wish to get there. Encouraging them to seek professional help if they haven't already anyway. It's also important. Let them know that recovery is a process, and offering ongoing support, even when there are setbacks. Show them that they are not alone in the journey. If you're close to them, if they are your loved ones, they didn't just enter depression mode in a day. So therefore, getting out of it, it's a gradual process. Don't push yourself to snap out of it if you are currently going through depression. Depression isn't something you can simply just snap out of it. Just acknowledge that recovery is a process. And don't forget the most important one, prayer. It helps a lot. We can never take out God factor. We can't. God factor is important. Prayer is important. When you are helpless, who do you run to? Whichever way you want to pray to your God, pray to God. He will help you. He's our helper in time of need. And don't dwell on negativity. Depression can make it hard to focus on anything positive. But ruminating on negative thoughts only reinforce depression. Try redirecting your focus, even if it's only for a brief moment. Don't rely on unhealthy coping mechanism. Once again, turning to drug, like I said earlier, alcohol, or overeating for comfort might temporarily numb your pain, but will worsen things in the long run. So don't go that way. Seek a lasting solution, a lasting help, not a temporary one. In finding hope and moving forward for many that are depressed, can actually feel like depression can actually feel like a dark tunnel with no end in sight. But with the right support, treatment, coping strategy, recovery is possible. It is important to remember that progress may be slow, but not always, far. And that setback is also part of journey. For someone like me and others who have gone through depression or currently depressed, coming out of it, you come out stronger, resilient, and with a deeper understanding of who you are. Through self-compassion, professional help, and a willingness to engage in a healing process, just know that when you struggle with depression, you can still find light at the end of the tunnel when you are not in denial, and you will rebuild a fulfilling life. A fulfilling life. Depression is a lie, is the devil orchestrated, I don't know, just want to push you in one box and make you feel worthless. Don't take that. Struggling with depression is challenging, yes, I know. And it is important to remember that depression is treatable, like I said, and help is available everywhere. You just reach out, whether to a mental health professional, trusted friends, or support group. It's a powerful first step. The journey through depression may be tough, but with time, patience, and support, you can overcome the weight of depression and experience the peace and joy you truly deserve. Never leave God factor out of it. No one has this life figured out. But when you fall back on God, often than none, then your healing process becomes easier. Yes, when you throw it all on God, I am helpless. I am helpless. Then it will show up. Don't try to fight the cause of depression all by yourself. Fall back on God. Always also choose kindness for those, for everybody generally. We should always speak to others with kindness. You never know what somebody might be facing. Everyone is dealing with something. So the least we can all offer is compassionate words. It goes round. I remember sharing a story about a time when, even in the house of God, someone I respect so much spoke harshly to me during my period of depression. Of course, he or she might not even know. I can't count the number of things I did absent-mindedly when I was in that state. It truly feels like I was actually losing my mind. It was a painful experience. Many of us even lose our peace or we're consumed by that depression. We all need to be sensitive to people around us. You might be like, oh, this won't talk to me. What somebody will say to you naturally that won't get hurt, or you just walk over it. When you're in that state, you count everything. You become so, sensitive to any little thing. That is why I encourage people, always be sensitive with people around you. Be kind to people every day. When you realize that kindness goes a long way, oh my God. Everybody is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Everyone is fighting a battle you know absolutely nothing about. So tell me, the least you can do in your daily journey is make sure that your word, the word of your mouth, blesses someone and not cause a pain to someone. If you can help someone, don't add to their pain. right? Don't add to their pain. But then, like I said, when I was in that state, there's so many things I did absent-mindedly. Oh no, I can't count the number. Honestly speaking, that state is not a state anybody should be. Because it's as, I even equate it to, you're losing your mind. You just do some things. Sometimes you just burst into cry. You just be crying for nothing. You don't even know what triggers that. Any little thing can trigger it. Sometimes you don't need anything to trigger it and you just burst into crying and all that. It's all forms of being overwhelmed, feeling of I'm helpless, feeling of it's all me in this world. No, it is not you. That is the lie the devil wants you to believe. That is the place the devil wants you to be, so that you will be there, you'll be stuck there, then you won't be able to find help. So please do not live in denial when you find yourself with all this. And some might even go through these symptoms and maybe they are not depressed, but you need to watch it. You need to really, really watch it. And for those who are feeling so helpless now, thinking the world is caving on them, feeling that, oh, will I ever get out of this? Maybe they've given you time, you know, maybe you nosedive deeply into debt. Oh my God, that's another one. Or you are having health issue, or probably whatever challenges, there's so numerous one, and you keep thinking about it every day. Please remember that you are causing more harm to your health. You are causing more damage to yourself, to your health, that you even know. That you even know. The best you can do is affirmation. Wake up every morning. Like I said, nobody has this life figured out. Nobody. Wake up every morning. Affirm. Give yourself good affirmation. If you're a Christian, you have your holy book there. You don't need to be a pastor to know some certain words to encourage yourself. If you're a Muslim, you don't have to be an imam before you go back to your holy Quran, you know, to find help, you know, to know the right prayer and all that. You know, mostly when you are in that state of depression, you can't even pray. That is why it's, you know, you just feel this helpless. You're just helpless. Nothing seems to work. Nobody seems to understand you. That is the feeling you have. No one understands me. I don't even understand myself. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Please, please, please. As much as I know that people can be trusted, not even in the house of God, whether in the mosque or in the church or whatever, you know, this is the end time. So many people have really been compromised and all that. As much as you, I don't want this, I don't want that. Please, I always say there will always be someone out there that you can trust. Someone out there, at least if you can't trust the person 100%, you can still speak to the person, you know. Speaking, talking, and the other person listening is another form of healing process. You let it out. Let it out. Talk about it. Prayer, self-care, exercise more, watch yourself. What are those things that you derive joy? What are those things that keeps you bubbling when you do them? Gradually, slowly, but gradually, make sure you go back into those things. Be conscious about it. Be intentional about it. You know what you're going through, so be intentional about those things that makes you happy. Be intentional about this and do them. Exercise more. There are different kind of exercise now. You don't have to go running. You don't have to get to the gym. The simple ones you can do in the comfort of your home. You know, raising your hand if you miss sweat times and all that. You know, it will help you. And like I said, celebrate your small win. Oh, probably you have insomnia like I had. Then, oh, sometimes I still have insomnia these days, but days that you sleep well, try to celebrate it. Oh my God, I slept at the right time today. Oh, that's a good one. It's a win-win for you. It's a step forward. Sometimes, yes, setback will come. Maybe you've been probably, okay, for someone who overheats, maybe you just set the target, I'm not going to overheat again, I'm not going to do this, and you were able to do that, and maybe you were able to do that for 3 days, and the day before you went back to overeating. It's okay, setback is allowed. But as soon as you know that, oh, this is a setback, quickly try as much as possible to retrace your step, because you're on a healing journey. You're on a path. You have a destination. So those small wins, celebrate it. Exercise more. Speak to those you think you can talk to. Even if it means them just listening to you. You letting out things. Just talk. And if you feel there's nobody around you, oh, please go for professional help. There are therapists around, call them, speak to them. If you have to pay, if you don't have money to pay, it's okay. You can call it, talk to them. I need help. I can pay. Those who will be compassionate to hear you and to help you. Then you also can help somebody. That is the heart of kindness I'm talking about. You have been out of it. You could also help somebody to come out of it. Then this world will be a better place for every one of us. Remember, nobody has this life figured out. The best you can do is to be kind to people. And for someone who is going through depression, please don't give up. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Remember, try as much as possible to practice exercise, to try and celebrate small win. Don't dwell on the setback. Try to work on yourself. Affirmation. Get into that which interests you little by little. Go out, take a walk. It helps. Take a walk, do all sort of that. And try as much as possible not to isolate yourself. Do not isolate yourself. It causes more harm to you than help. And so, thank you once again. I hope you'll be able to pick one or two things from what I said. These are little things that helped me, and I keep saying it. You will come out stronger. I came out stronger and better person. And I know for someone who is going through depression right now, who is feeling hopelessly, who is feeling lonely, you will come out better, because there's light at the end of the tunnel. You come out better and stronger and be a better person. And then I'd like to wrap it up here. So I prayed for every one of you, every one of us, that we will find help in time of need. Amen. And don't forget, be kind with your words. Be kind with your word. You never know what the next person beside you is going through. Be kind. Just be kind. Just be kind. Don't kill people with the word of your mouth. And until next month, when I come your way, the month of December. December. Until I come your way next month, December. I think the month of December is just, not that I think, it's actually going to be for review. And so I see you in the month of December, before we get into the jolly of the December, mood and all that. Until then, I am your girl, Lara Omolareni Olowo Kere, Lars, or Lars, whichever way you want to call me. See you next month. I love you. Bye.